Hi, this is Kevin Capel from Jet PT Billing. We are often asked, how is the best way, or how can we be assured that we are actually collecting our copays, our coinsurance, and our deductibles when we should and to the degree that we should? And that's an awesome question, because there is an unbelievable amount of money that is not collected because it's not collected up front at the time of service. And too many practice owners expect that it's going to get handled through written statements that the patient is going to willfully bring in and pay for. And unfortunately, that doesn't happen nearly as much as it should, and not nearly as much as it used to. The best way to handle this is by very firm policy, financial policy, that the patient is aware of and agrees to and signs when you get their intake information. And the second piece of policy is internal policy geared towards the staff at the front desk, that they know that they need to be collecting that money on each visit, and that's part of their job, and that's actually what they're compensated for, is as much collecting the copays and the cash over the counter just as much as if they were scheduling a patient. It's just as valuable and important. And so it's vital that when the insurance verification process is done, that not only do you just verify benefits, but you find out exactly what is the copay, or what's the percentage of coinsurance, and how much of their deductible has been met, and how much more do they need to pay. And from that, certainly a copay of $25 should be collected at each visit. If it's a coinsurance of 20%, well, you have to estimate what is 20% of what that amount of that claim is going to be for each date of service, and make a rough estimate and collect that. If it's a deductible, then that's going to depend on getting enough information from the provider based on that first visit. The provider should be establishing a plan of care, which is going to have frequency and duration, and so you're going to know how many visits over what length of time is this patient going to be seen. And if we're collecting, let's just say $100 a visit, well, then we should be collecting $100 from that patient on each visit until their deductible is satisfied. And if we're not doing that, we're going to have to rely on statements going out after the fact. And we know, based on national surveys, that probably less than 50% of those statements are actually really collected upon. So it boils down to financial policy, and enforcing that financial policy, and having somebody at the front desk that is friendly but stern and knows that their job is collecting that money, and they're held responsible for that money and collecting it on each visit. Hopefully that has helped you and geared you towards what needs to happen in your practice, if that isn't already happening. Certainly, if there's any other questions that you have, please visit us at jetptbilling.com and we'll answer that for you. Thanks for joining me today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.